Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. All right, guys, I hope you guys can hear me very well. What's up to my people in here? Okay, I see you guys are ready to talk. Y'all are ready. So we're going to be talking about the latest episode of Power Book Force. Season 2, Episode 5, called Crown Vic. We just gonna talk, guys, because I had a lot of emotions involved with this episode. And when I say emotions, I'm not talking about like sadness. I'm talking about some anger, some disappointment. I was like intrigued. Yeah, things like that. What's up, Jeremiah and Samara and Renee? Hope Lee, Greta. Let me say hi to y'all. Hold on. Michelle, Wadla, Daria, and Demarcus. Okay, guys, are you guys ready? Make sure you like the video, share, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. What's up? Big Wolf Status is in the building, and Mike Conley. We're going to get into this, guys, because I don't really know how long we're going to be here. Okay, what's up, AG? I don't know how long we're going to be here, guys, because there were scenes that I wanted to skip, and I couldn't skip them. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to talk about that too. All right, it's just one of those episodes, So let's get into it, y'all. Y'all know what happened last week. We was happy, right? We were excited that the most annoying and self-righteous dirty cop was deleted by none other than this dude right here, D-Mac. But poor D-Mac didn't know what he was doing. He thought he was just protecting Uncle Tommy. I thought he was going to shoot you, Uncle Tommy. I didn't know he was a cop. They going to lock me up for life. D-Mac. I would like to see D-Mac shed some real tears because it was a struggle. All right, let me leave D-Mac alone. I like D-Mac. All right. So, okay, AG. So, okay, let me see. Where am I? I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, guys. Okay, so like I said, guys, the episode starts off with D-Mac freaking out about the fact that he shot a cop. Okay, now he's like, "What are we gonna do, Unc?" And Tommy says, "Ain't no we. You're gonna lay low until I figure out how I'm gonna handle this." Then Tommy gets a text from Diamond saying that a certain situation is handled. Okay, and what is that situation? It's the whole thing of taking care of the body. Our most hated cop. Is he though? I don't know. It might be a toss. So yeah, he's saying that the body was taken care of. And so, that was done off screen, guys, which to me just proves my point about this being like a fast-paced show. And I'm going to talk a little more about the whole fast-paced thing a little later when we get to another scene that I wanted to talk about, guys. All right. So, anyway, Tommy, before he leaves, he tells D-Mac to stay in the house. Okay. But we know that D-Mac ain't going to listen, y'all. Next, guys, we have Raheem, who tells Jannard that they need more product. And after Jannard tells him to go holler at Yo-Yo and tell him Jannard said to front us 2 bricks, his boys tell him that Yo-Yo is not messing with him, okay? Because he heard that Jannard is down bad and getting high, all right, using. Plus, Raheem tells Jannard that everybody knows that Miguel ain't messing with him either. And Yo-Yo knows that Jannard owes the Serbs. So Jannard is really looking bad out here, guys. Bad in these streets, honey. And his reputation is all jacked up, okay? Just freaking tarnished, all right? So he tells his guys to just hang in there with him and stay loyal. He has a plan to fix everything, but I need you to stay loyal. Please, please. Can you do that for me? Please. I'm like, yo, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. I don't like this. I don't like what they're doing with Jannard. Okay. I feel like it's just making me very uncomfortable. I don't like watching him like this. I feel like he's such like this character. He was already interesting from the first season. So they didn't need to do all this. As far as I'm concerned, this is messing up the character. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand where they're going with this. I hate I hate this crap. Thank you, Eric Iverson. You know you had to send a super chat with this because I do not highlight Team Claudia's. I really don't. So thank you for the super chat, but I will not be highlighting no Team Claudia's. And next time you put something like that, I'm not highlighting, even if you pay me, baby. I'm gonna be like, oh, thanks for the super chat, and I'm not gonna highlight you. Sorry, don't play with me. Do not. Okay, y'all love trolling. So anywho, I freaking hate Claudia. So yeah, she's definitely, I guess you could say she's a good villain, but she's whack. She has to go. I'm with Vic on this one. She got to suffer. She got to go. Okay. All right, guys. So next we have Diamond, right, who hears that his father, Big Sid, is in hospice, right? So his friend Slick asked if he went by to see him, and Diamond was like, I don't mess with Sid. So Slick says, well, you might want to consider that since he's dying, okay? Then, guys, out of nowhere comes in these youngins, you know, they're blasting and everything, and they're like, they come out of nowhere, like I said, and they're like, CBI deleter, and they start blasting, and unfortunately, an innocent bystander gets shot, okay, which is sad. Like there's a lot of that going on, which is I don't know. I understand that definitely happens in real life, but it's kind of, I don't know. I want them to lay off that a little bit with all these innocent bystanders, just because maybe because I'm like super sensitive lately. My emotions are just like on 10. So I'm just like, oh my God, stop. Mike Conley says, you such a hater. So what? What you gonna do? Claudia is a leftover turkey carcass. That's what I like to see. Thank you, Big Buff. And go get your other wolves and tear that carcass up, honey. But it's leftovers though, so I don't know if y'all want that. All right, let's move on, y'all. Okay, so next, Maria's friend slash co-worker Erica is trying to talk to her, but Maria is on cloud nine and she's gushing over these texts from Tommy. All right, so Erica was like, what is going on? You're ignoring me and you're glowing, right? And you know, Kendall got you that sprung. And no, it's not Kendall, baby. No, no, no. Okay, Maria is open off with Tommy. Just like I tried to tell y'all. I mean, guys, I know a lot of you are saying you do not trust Maria, and you probably still don't. But whether she was sent by Abuela or not, which I don't think she was, whether she was sent by Abuela or not, I feel like she likes Tommy. Okay, I really do. And yeah, the show is just, that's just how they're writing, guys. That's just, I feel like it's the writing. The writing is just fast paced. Yes, we all noticed her switch up was too quick out of nowhere, but this is how they're writing it, guys. I mean, everything's fast. Walter Flynn is gone, and it's episode 5, guys. 5. Walter Flynn's gone. They're writing this thing fast. I mean, let's just really let's call it what it is. This is how they're writing, guys. So I don't know what to say. Anywho, so that's what's going on with Maria. She's you know, she's really digging Tommy. Okay. What's up, Maxima 347 and Tamika Zen? Hi, Woo. Okay, let's move on, guys. So next we have Diamond, who tells Tommy that Slick's diner got, you know, lit up and he almost got murked himself, right? And I honestly thought that Slick was gonna get shot because he was like right there. Like, how did you miss Slick? You know what I'm saying? How did you miss Slick? I'm happy that he missed Slick, but the girl who got shot, she seemed like she was more over in the corner. So it was kind of weird, like how you missed the people that was literally in the line of fire, it seemed. But you get a customer who's over on the side. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know, but whatever. Let them tell their story, you know. So like I said, he's telling Slick that he's telling Tommy that Slick's diner got shot up and he almost got murked, and he tells Tommy that it was some dudes from Jannard's old crew, and it sounds like they flipped to the RDs on 71st and Tallman. Okay, so Tommy was like, it sounds like we need to pop a few of these RDs and put a stop to this thing for good. But Diamond had a different plan, which consists of calling the leader of the RDs, who goes by the name of King Kilo, and discussing a coalition that they always talked about back in the day. Okay. And look, joining forces, that does sound like a good idea. Like, I've been saying that somebody needs to join forces, right? So, hey, if they can do it, let's see what they could do. All right. So anyway, Diamond sees D-Mac outside the barbershop just chopping it up with Marshall, like stuff is sweet in these streets, right? And then a cop car pulls up on him. So Diamond says to Tommy, what you end up doing with D-Mac, right? While he's literally just looking right at him. And Tommy was like, I laid the law on that mother lover. Told him to stay low and stay in the crib. So Diamond was like, that's what you call laying low? And I know Tommy had to be heated because, like, he over there talking all of this trash, like, yeah, I laid the law down, this and that. No. One thing I do like about Force and what they're showing us is that this generation of youth, they're a different breed, yo. They are a different breed. They do not listen. Like, it's a whole nother ball game. You think you can tell them something and walk away? No, baby, no. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me see what you guys are talking about really quickly. I missed the super chat, sorry. Thank you, Eric. Was I the only one who thought Jannard was about to give that dealer sloppy? Give that dealer's. Yo, no, you're not. You're not. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy he didn't. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the super chat, Eric. But yeah, I was so afraid. Like, please don't do this. Please don't do this. Whew. Thank you so much for like bringing that up, because I was not going to do that, but maybe I would have. I don't know. But Big Wolf says, I know it's a stretch, but Power better make sense of Mara's switch up. You mean Maria, right? Okay, let's see what else. I think Diamond got Tommy where he wants him to be. Okay. I need subtitles listening to my man Diamond. Oh, really? You don't understand him? Aw. I thought the same thing. Okay. All right. D-Mac is going to be the reason why Tommy and Diamond partnership is going to end. Okay. It's going to take D-Mac out when he finds out is going to end because Diamond is going to want to take D-Mac out when he finds out he's still alive. Yeah. All right. Let's not jump, guys. I don't want to get that's too far. But I am going to talk about that later on, because I do feel like that is a seriously strong possibility. Okay. But let's not jump. What was I gonna say? I mean, y'all can jump all you want, but I'm trying to highlight y'all comments and staying focused on what we're talking about right now. So yeah. So yeah, next. This is what happens. Okay. Once Tommy sees D-Mac outside, he's definitely pissed off. And next thing you know, he's roughing D-Mac up back at the house. Okay. And he's like, why was you talking to that cop? What did you say to Marshall? You better not have told him nothing, right? And so JP comes through the door right on time to see his son getting hemmed up. And I'm just like, oh gosh, I already know JP is not going to be happy about this. No. No. All right. And he's like, hey, Tommy, get your hands off my son. And Tommy tells D-Mac to get his behind upstairs and don't you freaking leave or talk to nobody, right? And listen, guys, I was loving how Tommy was handling D-Mac. I'm not going to lie, because these kids really don't listen. And he was talking to him like a real parent, like, get your behind upstairs. I loved it. Okay, but JP didn't like it. And, of course, you would understand as a parent, you don't want nobody roughing up your kid, but this is the uncle. This is the village, right, guys? This is the village. This is not no regular dude. This is your brother. And as far as I'm concerned, he been around D-Mac as long as you, boo. So don't be telling him, oh, don't talk to my son like that. Don't put your hands on him. You didn't raise him. And that's no shade to you, but that's the freaking truth. You ain't raise him. Okay? And now that you have him back with you, Tommy is putting in probably the same amount of work as you're putting in. He is financially helping you guys out, and he's also one of the parents in the house. Okay, now I know that JP has his own money and stuff like that. I know that, but yeah, I mean, come on now. He's putting money into that house. He doesn't live there. No, he lives in his own place, but he's always there, right? I mean, come on. I know. But anyway, he's a part of the village. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. He is a part of the whole village that's raising that kid. Kate, you know what I'm saying? JP, Tommy. So for him to be getting all upset about something, it's just like, bro, he been around your son just as long as you have, okay? Because I'm not about to count that first year and a half that you was in his life, or 2 years. I'm not counting that. Let's talk about right now. Y'all got the same time with this little boy, okay? And he could probably be more open with Tommy than he could be with you. Anywho, so yeah, he's like, don't put your son, don't put your hands on him and everything. And then when Tommy was telling him, get your behind upstairs and don't you come out and don't you talk to nobody, JP was like, you don't get to talk to him like that. And Tommy says, I get to talk to him however I like, right? I even like that part, shoot. And I agreed with Tommy on this one, right? Like, D-Mac was out of line, guys. He was outside like he ain't just delete a cop, But anyway, JP was going on about how D-Mac is his son and don't put your hands on my son. And like I said, Tommy says, well, your son just made the biggest mistake of his life. And that's when Kate comes through the door wanting to know what's going on. And of course, the conversation gets it gets sidetracked basically, or interrupted, because they're not going to finish discussing it. But he did yell at Kate, tell her to butt out and all of that, right? So anyway, guys, after Tommy calms down, he tells his brother JP that he needs to just trust him right now, right? The less you know, the better. And as soon as I could tell you more, I will. But in the meantime, you got to look out for D-Mac and keep him in the house, right? But of course, guys, we know how all that turned out, right? And Kate, she ain't help, right? Because she decides to butt in, all right? Because she ain't like the way D-Mac was looking all sad and stuff like that, right? And so, this is her grandbaby. So, she don't want to see him sad. They have a very good relationship. We know that, right? And she finds out that he's sad about a girl that he wants to go see. Like, she's like, I know that look. There's a girl involved, this and that. And he tells her, oh yeah, her name is Genesis. She's so pretty, grandma, blah, blah, blah. And so then he's like, but Tommy said I can't go nowhere and everything, right? And so she was like, you know what? So basically, guys, she's giving him an excuse to leave the house, right? She sends him to the store to buy some cigarettes and tells him to take as much time as he needs. And I'm just like, She should have just minded her business. You know what I'm saying? It was stupid. She clearly saw that there was a situation going on. Like, she was literally right there watching Tommy tell JP not to let his son go outside. So why the heck would she butt in like this? It's just annoying. Like, I understand that she's, she loves this kid and she's trying to turn over a new leaf and she doesn't really know how to be a mom. I mean, so let alone a grandmother, right? I'm very annoyed with her because this is just, I don't know, guys. I'm annoyed with her because we already know how all of this, we know how this works. Like, we know what happens at the end. All right. So I'm trying to make sure that I did not skip something. But yeah, like I said, she know that it was something serious that was going on in the house, and she decided to butt in and do what she did. And so now, I mean, what happens when we get there. I don't want to say what it is, but we already know what it is. And for me, I feel like if she would have just minded her freaking business, it wouldn't have been none of these things happening. And one of the biggest disappointments was her, what'd you call it? What's that? Relapsing. Yeah. But anyway, so let me say what's up to some new folks coming in. What's up, VKJTV and LSW and Juan Roman? Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Kate was definitely tripping. All right, guys. So next we got Vic, who he was on the phone with his sister talking about the plans, to delete Papa Flynn, and then he gets scooped up for the body that he got, right? He's taken in for questioning about deleting the Colin Judge dude, right? And so the law folks, they want to know who else was with him, but Vic was not talking. He says, I want to talk to my lawyer. That's it. Lawyer. I ain't got nothing to say, right? Vic is not new to this, dudes. He's not new. And I'm not a Vic fan, but I'm just saying he's been in this, all right, unlike Claudia. Now, then Stacy tells Singh to let him go. Okay. And Singh is not happy about this, but she has a plan to let Vic go because ultimately she's counting on Vic to hang himself and eventually lead them to Tommy, because she has this impression that Vic and Tommy were close. And I'm like, wrong. I mean, like, they've been around each other and have done some things, okay? But guys, they're not close. You don't know. You're barking up the wrong tree, sis. Okay, but the fact that she's willing to do whatever it takes to bring Tommy down already lets me know that it's not gonna work in her favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's starting to get like Blanca, which gets me tight. I don't want any not cop, because she's not a cop. So whenever it's DEA and it's FBI and it's she's a what is she, like the assistant attorney or so? What is she, the district attorney? I forgot. I know what she was, and I totally forgot. But whatever. I do not want, when they start acting like real thirsty, it gets to a point where they want to do anything, and because they want to do anything, they kind of start playing dirty too, and that's when they start pissing me off. Okay. So that's the thing. I don't hate the law people, Mike. So stop. Because the crazy thing, Mike, I was just calling you out and I didn't even see this yet. So as soon as I'm calling you out, I know. I already know what you're thinking. I already know. Because you tried to bother me about this on Tuesday and say I don't like cops and this and that. And look, on these shows, they get out of hand, okay? They really do. And sometimes I can like them. But when they start acting like the way Stacey is getting, and even her husband is like, girl, okay, he like, whatever. I'm gonna let you do what you're gonna do, but I don't see this really working out. I like her husband though, see? So you can't say I don't like all the law people. I do. Like, Bobby seems cool. Bobby is really about just doing his job, and that's that. This chick right here, she's willing to do all the rule bending, and that's the part that be pissing me off, because at the end of the day, you might as well be a freaking criminal then if that's the case. So why are you supposed to be why are you on this side when you acting like that? Anyway, so Vacay says we root for the bad guys. That's power. That's true, because unfortunately the bad guys are our protagonists, aren't they? All right, guys. So next, see, once again, sadness. Like Jannard, he's desperate and he pulls the junkiest move ever and robs one of the homies. Okay, like, not only does he take 2 bricks from Manny, that's Manny, right? But he takes her father's chain too, and I really didn't like that, guys, Because she even said it. She was like, nah, come on, Jay. You know, my daddy gave me this chain. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, and he hits her with the Thule, y'all. Like, she was like, come on, what are you doing? Like, she really looking at him like, I know you. I know who you are. You the homie. We from the same hood, blah, blah, blah. And he bops her right in the face with that thing. I was like, oh my gosh. And as if it didn't make things worse, he took her daddy chain. Oh Lord. So here we go, y'all. So this ninja gonna go in. Look at him with the tongue out. I mean, I can't watch him no more, y'all. I just cannot. I feel so ashamed watching Jenard. All right. So listen, y'all. He goes back to his crew, smiling and like a freaking crackhead, like crackhead Wanda from Holiday Heart. You know what I'm saying? And he tells them that he got a re-up, and it was from Miguel. Yeah, what was that? She was talking. What was you saying, Ninja? Yo, this from Miguel? Yeah, this from Miguel. So don't be listening to all that gossip, blah, blah, blah. Just straight lying, okay? Not to mention that it was only 2 measly freaking bricks, guys. I mean, that's what the heck I saw. I only saw 2 bricks. How about you? 2 bricks in a chain. Then gonna come up in there wearing the daggone chain, y'all. On some Debo. My grandmama gave me that chain. Yo, 2 measly bricks. And I ain't no drug dealer, guys, but I wouldn't call that a re-up. You know what I'm saying? It just shows that Jenard is definitely small time and definitely not doing well. Okay? Not at all. Okay, so anyway, we also see that Raheem notices that Jenard got on Manny's chain. And he straight up asks him, he's like, is that Manny's chain? And Jenard says, nah, Ninja, this my ish. And just because of how noticeable that chain is, guys, I already know that we ain't seen the last of this situation. Even when he took it from her, I was like, this is not going to be the last of it. Something's going to go on. I mean, we already saw, the situation at the end, but something more. You know what I'm saying? This is insane, guys. He stole it, so it's his. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Juan Roman. I'm scared about I'm very fearful of that. Yeah. I'm fearful of that. Let me see what else you guys are saying. It's the game. He's spiraling out of control. It's hard to happen to someone. What? Jenard, the new Lamar, 2 junkie bullies. Yeah, he's definitely playing. I mean, when I watch Jenard, I be like, I always look at the actor and I'm like, yo, he's playing the heck out of this role right now, yo, the heck out of it. But it's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable to watch. Y'all don't get uncomfortable watching, like, even if you're not uncomfortable watching Jenard, like, can you like watch certain like just scenes and different people that you've seen in certain roles, and then when they play out a different role, it doesn't make you uncomfortable sometimes? Like for me, it doesn't. Like I know it's acting, but man, oh man, I be getting so uncomfortable. And I was uncomfortable watching him come up in there with his tongue out and everything. I mean, he is acting like he's gone, y'all. He is gone. Let me move on, y'all. It's so freaking sad. But before I move from here, Raheem, he always notices something, and I know Jenard is asking him like, can you please, be loyal, this and that. That's all I'm asking. I feel like that's what he's doing, and he knows his boy is, like they say, down bad. He knows it, and he has this concerned look on his face, and it's not like he's being judgmental about it. He's just like genuinely concerned. but he's hanging in there. God bless him. Oh my gosh. Mm-mm-mm. All right, guys. So, whew, next, we see that Doyle is in on the plan to take out Walter Flynn, and he brings in Big Red with Big Red, right? The so-called deadliest assassin in Dublin. Okay, and Claudia was like, "You sure? Because we heard that before. You know what I'm saying?" So, um, Big Red says, "I'm not the Four Horsemen. I'm the freaking apocalypse," right? And I'm just like, okay, now, because like we with Claudia on this one. As much as I don't like her, I'm definitely with her. Okay, we done heard this before. Dublin got some shrimps, trying to send them around acting like they sharks. Dumb freaking dudes is shrimp. Okay, shrimp, lobster and shrimp. They be getting ate for lunch, baby, dipped in the butter and everything, just like slurped up. They are nothing to be afraid of. Let's have some lobster and shrimp. Okay, so this guy talking about heat of apocalypse. So Doyle, Brendan, with his fine behind, he tells Vic that his job is easy. Okay, just keep your dad occupied until the human exterminators get there. Also, try to get your dad drunk. Okay, so the plan sounds simple enough, but Claudia wants to know where Uncle Paulie will be. And Vic tells her that Uncle Paulie got fired, so he won't be there. Now, as of this moment, guys, the hit is set up for 9 p.m. And Claudia tells Vic that he has to make sure that he leaves minutes to 9, right? So that he can get out safely. All right. um, let's see what else. Okay, so she also tells him to meet her at Finn McGee's pub for the alibi. She says she's gonna be standing right outside. Okay, okay, okay. She's gonna be standing outside, y'all. Yes. Mm-hmm. The Apocalypse, a fitting name for this buster. Apocalypse, my behind. Yep, definitely was the end of the world for him. It was the end of the world for somebody. Woo! I cannot. Mm-mm-mm. For this America Not Island, they got washed. No, I'm sorry. For real, this America Not Island. They sure did. Send them hacking. And Dublin gonna be mad again. But what you gonna do? Like, what you gonna do? It's nothing else to do anymore. Let me just move on because there's nothing else to do anymore. Like, I don't know, but the Flynn storyline to me is just, it's done now. It's done. All right. So next, Diamond talks to King Kilo, thanks to his CO Boo. Okay. And King Kilo is down for the coalition, but only if he can, have half of the business in the prison. Okay. And Tommy was not feeling that. So he takes the phone from Diamond and hangs it up. Okay. And Diamond did not like that because he doesn't want to keep going to war. All right. He tells Tommy that he needs to think. Okay. Think about what you're doing. So Tommy says, okay, let me just, make these few drops and clear my head and all that. And I will get back to you. Okay. First, before I say what I'm gonna say about what he says to Tommy before he leaves, this dude is my son was watching him and he said he's Glenn Davis. Okay. Because that's exactly what my son said. He was like, "Is this that's Glenn Davis or whatever?" So yeah, like he said that they called him Baby Shaq or something like that. But anyway, he looks so upset. Like he doesn't look like somebody that was gonna be down for any type of coalition, and he just looked like so mad, so mean mugged over the phone, So whatever. I just wanted to say that. Okay, so before Tommy leaves, Diamond tells him like. He's like, I know that D-Mac is your nephew and all of that, but you're going to have to figure something out or else I will because I can't have him running his mouth in these streets. So Tommy was like, I know, and I'm going to handle it. And I'm just like, okay, but the only thing is that D-Mac wasn't talking though, right? Like, I mean, I know that he came up and the cop was talking to him, but he wasn't talking. He was talking to Marshall. But I guess that they just want to make sure that he doesn't have a chance to talk, which I totally understand. Like, if this kid can't be trusted to stay in the house, you maybe can't trust him to keep his daggone mouth shut. You know what I mean? But we'll see, because like this was kind of like a weird I guess kind of a role change, right? We don't normally hear Diamond talking like this. It's not like he said I'm gonna have to delete your nephew, but I mean it sounds like that, right? Like you're gonna have to do something about your nephew. So I don't know if he want to open up these type of these type of discussions or this kind of can of worms, because your brother's a junkie, my guy. And when that shoe got to come back around, Tommy's gonna expect you to do the same, right? We if we have to delete family members, then I guess anytime one screws up, we're gonna have to delete the family member, right? I'm gonna talk more about that later on, but this is an interesting interaction, interesting conversation to me, because I feel like there's definitely gonna be some more behind this, or some more events that are going to take place regarding this type of conversation and what Tommy wound up doing because of what Diamond asked him to do. Like, all right, you're going to have to take care of your nephew. You know what I mean? So there we have that, guys. All right. So next we have Maria, who is upset that her gunshot victim died. The one that got shot at Slick's Diner. So she clearly found some similarities with this young lady, and especially the fact that their fathers had the same name, right? And she's expressing these cares to her boyfriend Kendall, and he does not care, okay? Like, he tells her to put her big girl panties on because they see this every day. It's like the doctor's version of the ninjas get shot every day B statement. You know what I'm saying? So, pull your skirt down, B, and let's stop wasting time, because you got other patients out there. So Maria was not happy with this, and like, I mean, clearly it was disgusting. It was. So I don't blame her, right? And she was just she wasn't happy with his inhumane kind of attitude, and she was like, yeah, let's stop wasting time. You don't love me and I don't love you either, right? And so she dumps him, and of course this is not a surprise, guys. It's not a surprise, because she has to free up herself for Tommy. That's it. She has to free herself. She got to free herself. AG, what? Why you say that? I'm so glad the girl passes. AG, you gonna have to explain that, baby, because that sounds very. That just sounds mean. I'm not used to this out of you. Jannard already has one foot in the ground because of the enemies he's made. What's up, Detroit? Um. Okay. Let's see. Egan let Branson go out in the street. Let me see. Uh okay. Did I read it wrong? I'm so sad. Oh my gosh, girl. I'm so sorry. I'm so sad the girl passes. Let me find out. I need me some glasses, boo. Because I was about to say, what's happening? Tell me why you said that. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Oh my goodness. I didn't know where she was going with it. I'm not used to this from AG. She got some explaining to do, like literally, like, because I thought you were saying if you were glad that maybe it was because she could be a witness, or they could I don't know. Even though Diamond didn't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? But you know how that is. Stuff could just get all crazy with this freaking show, with these shows, period. You know what I mean? So when Maria said that her dad and the victim had the name was Felipe, rumor is her dad is Felipe Lobos. Oh, thank you for the super chat. And that's wow, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. Mm-mm-mm. I didn't think about that. So I would never say that. Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I was like, I needed more details, but I need to really look at what's going on, make sure my eyes is good, child, because I know these lights are in my face. Okay. So, guys, she's saying that she wants to move on. Okay. I don't want to be with you. Let's not do this. Let's not waste time because life is short, all this. So he's chasing her, Maria, right? And she is coming outside. He follows her outside where her brother Miguel is waiting for her. And Miguel sees Kendall like grab Maria's arm. Okay. Big mistake. You know what I'm saying? Big freaking mistake. And she says, I'm done with you. And she walks over. And I look, guys, I loved how Miguel got out that car. Like he was watching and he just got out the car. He just got himself ready. That's all. I respect it. He understands, look, I'm by the hospital. I'm not gonna do nothing, but I'm ready. I'm not gonna be in this car waiting. I'm about to be ready. And I just loved it. And I love how he's just standing there like a freaking, I don't know, like a panther or something. Like I'm ready to pounce any moment. I loved it. Like, gotta protect my sister, right? But she didn't want, he's like, what happened? She's like, nothing. He's an a-hole. And I'm just ready to go. He's like, you want me to talk to him? She says, no, please just get in the car and go. You know what I mean? And her reaction to this also makes me feel like Maria is just she's a good person. Like she's not into all this other stuff. So I don't feel like she's not somebody that we can't trust. I just feel like she does want a regular life, but unfortunately she's falling for a bad dude that she feels may have a good heart, definitely a better heart than freaking Kendall over here, you know what I mean? But yeah, this was just a mistake, guys. Ugh. And as much as I appreciated him wanting to defend his sister, I didn't like what happened after, but we'll get there. So next, Doyle tells Claudia that as long as Vic is alive, Dublin will never accept her as queen. Okay. Because she was over there thinking and everything. He's like, what you thinking about? She says, I was just thinking about my next move for when I take over the Flynn organization. Like who you think you are, girl? Like she just thought she was just gonna take her daddy's spot, but she be forgetting that folks are old school. Like your father is not the only one. He is not the only one who thinks the way he thinks. You got a whole slew of old men over there in Dublin. Okay. Now, of course, this is the last thing that she wants to hear, but I definitely didn't think that she would have taken this news as far as she did, guys. Okay. But it is Claudia at the end of the freaking day. So, what should I really have expected? I don't know. So, because I at least thought that she loved her brother above everyone else, but she loves power more. So, later on, guys, Doyle tells her that the time of the hit got pushed up to 8:30. Okay. So tell Vic because Big Red has orders to delete everyone in the freaking house. All right. Everyone. And she says, okay, I got my brother. I'm going to handle it. And you already know she takes this opportunity, y'all, to handle it how she want to handle it. So next, guys, after Jesse tells Diamond that Big Sid deserves a goodbye, he goes to visit his father in the hospice. Like I already knew, they mentioned his father last week, so I pretty much knew that Big Sid was the dad because they basically did a little build up. They mentioned that while he was training little Leon, and I had said I actually would like to see, or hear more about the story with the father. So I'm not surprised once they mentioned, oh, Big Sid is in hospice and all of that stuff. I was like, oh, this is their dad. You know what I mean? So here we are, guys. And it wasn't good. It was not good. I mean, you immediately see that, you know, what Diamond was saying about how mean his father was, like it's proven to us. He's disgusting off the rip, right? And he was like, "You ain't doing me no favors by being here, and I ain't gonna apologize to you for how I was." You know, I'm like, sheesh. He tells Diamond that he always thought that he was better than somebody, but he just a low down corner boy and all of this. So after all the back and forth, Diamond tells him that dreams do come true. You know, you're dying. And I don't have one feeling about it. I just came here to make sure you was really on your way out, you know, because the good times are gonna freaking roll when we put your freaking behind in the ground. I'm like, oh, wow. Lord, it was too much. So Sid, he starts coughing and he wants to say F you or whatever, you know, he want to curse his son out. Um, but he can't because he starts coughing and things like that. And so like the machines are going off, and the nurses and stuff come in. So I'm over here thinking that Sid is dying right now, right here, right now. But honestly, he deserved that comeback. He deserved that clap back. I'm sorry. You was mean as soon as he got there. Talking about something, I don't know why you here. Where's Jannard and all of this? I'm like, this is a real serious, sad situation. Lord. So let's see. Next, guys, we have sorry, I just wanted to highlight this scene with Sad and Trouble and All in One. Yes, it was. I wanted to highlight that because it's true. We finally got a piece of Diamond and Jannard's father, and he's passing away. Big Sid is a hot mess. So angry. Yeah, he is. He's really angry. It's like, what the heck was wrong with you? And this was a good scene. It was so sad. I felt bad for Diamond. Yeah, I did. Okay, so yeah, next, we have Vic who gets to the house, and to his surprise, guys, Paulie is there. So he asks his dad why Paulie was there, and Walter says that Paulie apologized. So what do you want me to do? You know, like that was the wrong accent. My bad, guys. I was trying to just hurry up to the Italian thing. What do you want me to do, right? But of course, you know, this is a problem because they only want to delete their dad. They don't want to take out Uncle Paulie. Okay, so you see that he excuses himself. He does try to get Uncle Paulie to leave, like go to the house and get some type of alcohol, some type of liquor or whatever, so we could celebrate, right? But it doesn't work because the father's like, listen, we got plenty of whiskey here, all of that, right? Then Vic excuses himself, says he's gonna go to the bathroom. He calls Claudia to tell her that Paulie is there. She tells him to try to get him out, and Vic says, I think I can get him out. Okay, so when he asked her if things were good on her end, she says, yeah, we're set for 9. And I was like, that freaking evil. Oh my gosh. Like I just couldn't believe it. I don't know why. I keep saying I don't know why I'm shocked, but I really thought that her brother of all people would not have to worry. But that's not true. So, yeah, she's evil, guys. But one thing that I will say is that it's nice to see that Walter didn't really mean all those mean things that he said to Paulie, and he was drunk, and Paulie knew it, right? He was like, you're drunk, you know what I'm saying? But look, sometimes people can say stuff when they're drunk and it could still hurt you, because you know what they say, like that you speak the truth when you're drunk, and that's not always the case too, because you could lie for someone when you're drunk as well. But you know, I'm just glad to see that like their relationship was really, it was real, you know, and he was pissed off, Walter, and Uncle Paulie just came and apologized, and they back at it again like nothing happened. You know what I mean? Okay, guys. So next, Shanti tells Jannard about Big Sid. So he goes to the hospice center to see him, but he sees Diamond. He's walking down the hallway and he sees Diamond sitting in the chair, in the room. And you can't see the dad, right? You can just see like the sheets and maybe like the imprint of the foot. And so for me, I was like, why is he there? You know what I mean? I was just like, why is he there? Like I was surprised. Like I thought that you were going up there, and when you said your last little thing, I'm just making sure it was true, this and that. I thought you was about to be out. So for me, I thought that maybe he was dead and he was just kind of sitting in there with the body. But we find out that that was not the case. So yeah, and we'll get to that too. All right, guys. So next we have Tommy, who he has to tell JP that Darnell deleted a cop, okay? Because Tommy comes home to find D-Mac gone. So he starts freaking out like, yes, right? So JP blames Tommy for what D-Mac did, telling him that no matter what Darnell did, Tommy started it. And of course, it makes no sense, guys, because D-Mac was in the streets way before Tommy got to Chicago, right? But Tommy was right. He tells JP that D-Mac chose this life and he keeps freaking choosing it. And we have seen Tommy try to tell this kid, you don't need to be in the game. You need to do something else with your life. You're super smart. Like, use your brain. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be blaming Tommy is very annoying. All right. So now Tommy has to put an end to this nonsense. And we already know what happens, right? Okay. What's up, Barbara doll? Okay, guys. So next, we get to the dinner at Walter's house and they're having a fun little conversation. Vic is clearly not involved in the conversation, but the people that are laughing are Walter and Paulie. They're having a blast. All right. But all of a sudden they hear gunshots and Vic, for one, sees that it's too early, you know? So they get up to see what's going on. And they see on the cameras that there's masked men crawling all over their freaking yard. So Paulie was like, looks like Dublin's calling. And Walter said, well, best say hello, right? And I was like, man, that's the type of dialogue that I'm definitely gonna miss, But anyway, guys, they grab their tools and Vic tries to stop Paulie, because Walter was walking, on his way out, and Paulie was gonna follow him. And Vic stops him like, Uncle Paulie, like, you're really gonna follow him out there and stuff. And after everything he's done to you. And Paulie says, of course, I would do that for him and I'll do that for you. Like, we're family. And I'm just like, you know what? Paulie is definitely the MVP. Like, I know he's gone now, but he's the MVP. Okay. This is a solid freaking dude. And it's like, after somebody like him leaves a show, he's deleted off, you don't really have much left as far as characters with integrity or characters that are loyal, you know what I'm saying, to whoever they're working with and stuff like that. So I don't know. It just feels like now we're gonna be watching trash. And I'm not trying to say that, Walter was all that. No. I'm just talking about Walter's gone, and somebody like Paulie is gone who's loyal. I mean, I don't know. It's a toss up now when it comes to Tommy and Diamond, because I don't know what's going to happen with them. Okay. But I'm going to talk more about that when we get there. I know I keep on going, but we're going to see. All right, guys. So here's the thing, right? They go outside, and I just didn't understand that. Okay. They went outside where they were wide the freak open. So I wasn't surprised when Paulie got hit, especially that time when he had his arms like wide open like this. Like I think he had two tools in his hand and he had his arms wide open like this. I was like, you about to get it right in the chest, bro. I already know. You're wide the freak open. Nothing, you're not hiding behind anything. It was just like, what's going on here? Like, why didn't y'all just stay in the crib? And as they was coming in, y'all picked them off like that. I mean, it was stupid. It was stupid, yo. Yeah, somebody talking about Scarface. It definitely reminded me of the scene from Scarface. You know, anytime you got like a bunch of you know, human extinguishers coming to the house and you see them crawling all over like roaches on the outside of the house, you know, on the camera and stuff, it definitely is going to remind you of Scarface. But unlike these freaking idiots, Tony did not go outside. You know, they came in the house and he was doing his thing while they was in the house. I mean, look, he almost had him until that other dude came creep up behind him. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with what dude, what was Ox from Belly? Same thing with him. Kill people for fun. He was doing his thing until Chiquita, whatever her daggone name was, came and got him. Got him. They definitely took a page out of Scarface with that one. Definitely. All right. So where am I, guys? So, you know, like I said, they going outside. And I'm just like, this was stupid. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm not about to say nothing bad about no Ireland, but folks ain't thinking out there, baby. No, not the ones that's coming over here in America. They not thinking. So, so Paulie is done. He gets the apocalypse dude, Big Red, shoots him down, and he falls into the pool, and he's gone. All right. But anyway, Walter deletes another one of Dublin's so-called forces to be reckoned with, okay? Big Red, the Great Apocalypse. But I was glad to see Walter in action before they killed him off. I'm not going to lie. And I just kind of feel like, you know what a waste of a character, guys. What a waste of a character. I wanted to show that this other picture of him where he had, you know, the shoddy or whatever, and he was walking through like I think it was some type of impasse, or not impasse, I'm sorry, some type of like little, it looked like kind of a tunnel. It looked like it was almost a hallway, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And he had it, he was getting ready to do what he had to do. And he came out and he blasted this dude. All right. Now I'm not about to give this whole situation any play because I'm just over these I'm over this storyline. You know what I'm saying? I talked about this I talked about this Tuesday with the whole getting rid of the father, deleting them and all that. I'm not doing it. So sorry if you guys came here for me to talk about that, to hear me talk about him doing this. I'm not gonna do it. We already know what happens, and that's just that. So we're gonna move on. The only thing that I will say is that this was a brutal scene, not just with Walter, but even when Walter put down Big Red, like he got him with the shoddy, and it was like in his like this gaping hole in his forehead, like on the side of his forehead. And I'm like, yo, they really went all out with the whole like, I mean, sheesh, the graphics of this situation, like it's kind of a lot. I didn't really like seeing it. Hi, Adam Furman. I was going to say losing Paulie alone would be a nasty hit to the Flynn organization. Losing both Walter and Paulie, even if I don't care too much for Walter, would ruin the Flynn organization. Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, where are we going after this? You know, I understand that Paulie, I'm sorry, not Paulie, Walter wanted to leave everything, the inheritance or whatever, to his son and stuff, but we don't even know what he has in place, if he put anything in place. He does seem like the type of person that he would have put things in place and all of that. Yes. But I mean, I don't know. It just seems so, I don't know. I don't even see them as ready, you know. Claudia, she wants it, but she's definitely not ready. She don't know what the heck she's doing, but she wants it, right? Vic, I would say that I don't think he was ready, but at least he knew a little something, right? Like at least he knew um how, or a little bit of what it took, or how to be out in the street part of it, right? Maybe not running the organization, but just being in the streets, the soldier aspect. But he's not a general. And so I just don't feel like his kids were ready for that type of stuff. So I don't know where we're gonna go with this. I just feel like, honestly, I feel like it's really a wasted character. I'm not even talking about Walt, Vic, and I'm talking about Walter. It's a wasted character in my opinion, because this man can act his behind off. Like, he's one of the good actors on the show. Like, you got to keep the good actors. I mean, come on now. He's really good. He may have been, a little prick every now and then, but I enjoyed watching him, and I enjoyed, you know, making fun of his accent. I'm gonna miss that. So, but I will say this, guys, before I move on, because I think I've been trying to say this point, is that Vic was right about Claudia being just like her dad. Um, I don't feel like she is just like him, but I feel like I see what he means when he says that, they do have some similarities. He sees it, right? But I feel like in this moment right here is when we really saw where Claudia is a lot like her dad, because none of them saw Vic coming. They thought that that boy was just a little piece of doo-doo who wasn't going to do nothing. Like he said, I should have worked with your sister. At least she had heart. Or whatever he said. What he said, what did he say? I wish I could have remembered exactly what he said so I could say it right, because I don't like to try to do an impersonation and it don't come out right. But anyway, like we said, she had heart. And the worst thing for him to do in that moment was walk away, because I said, please don't tell me this is what's going to go on. He's going to freaking walk away, and this is when Vic is going to do it, because he insulted him on top of that, right? Because even if Vic was just contemplating it, I do believe that he probably would have maybe left him alive if he did not insult him too. But he insulted him, and he's like, you're a piece of trash, or whatever he said. You little piece of I was like, oh my God. Then walks away like, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. And I just knew that was his mistake. I said, we're done with Walter now. He's out of here. And then he tells his boy, oh, you always had your mother's eyes, or whatever. You're a beautiful boy. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I almost thought that maybe that would have stopped Vic, and then he wasn't going to go all the way through with it. But then Walter said to do what he do, and he did it. Yep, slept on him. And Claudia, she slept on her brother. So now she's going to have to deal with the consequences, because he's feeling very vengeful. You know what I'm saying? Very, very vengeful. Paulie was a real loyal, solid in the show. He was. And I'm not really feeling the fact that we don't have any of those folks right now. I can't think of nobody. Vic don't want it, Claudia wants it, but Moose too impulsive. Yeah. Vic knows Claudia is lying, Lord. Now it's brother against sister for the throne. Right. It's just not it's everything is just so weird. Like, what are we doing? Everything is just so weird. Okay. So next, guys, we have Jenard, who he goes looking to get high, but this white dude gets the last of what he needs. So he gets with him, and he gives him Manny's chain in exchange for a hit. All right. And I was just like, Jenard, every moment with you is just horrible. Okay, but the dude tells Jenard that he's wasting the dope by snorting it. He sees Jenard snorting it. He's like, man, you might as well just throw it out. You could get so much higher. So Jenard says, I don't mess with needles. Like, that's for white boys and all that stuff. But that didn't change nothing, okay, guys? That man put that needle in Jenard's arm, and he was out. All right. So now I'm pretty sure that he's going to be using needles from now on. Like, I'm pretty sure. Don't you guys think he's going to be using needles from now on? Like, come on. This dude is out here chasing a high, right? And now that he got a new high, just now that man opened him up to a new high. All right. He going to be chasing that thing. It's definitely going to be needle central. And Now he gonna have all the track marks. The guy said, "Oh, you got a clean slate," but now he gonna have track marks, and people gonna see that too. Jannard ain't gonna be sniffing no more, probably, but maybe he will be. Who are we kidding? This guy is just out here, out here crazy. Mm-mm-mm. All right, so guys, Miguel pays poor Kendall a visit, and he messes up the guy's hands. Like he was like, "Tell me which hand you operate with," and I guess he puts out one hand, and then he smashes it, and then he smashes the other hand just in case Kendall was lying. And I'm like, you just gonna mess up this man's career like that? Like, come on now. Look, Kendall's a jerk. Of course, we see that. He's a jerk. Maria left him. That was Maria's business. I do like the fact that he wants to protect his sister. Totally fine. But, bro, like, it was just too much. And the sad thing about it is he didn't even know why it was happening to him. So what lesson did he learn? I mean, good thing that he didn't say Maria's name or nothing like that. That's good. But it's just like, if that's the case, just leave it alone. Like, what are we doing? Leave it alone. He's a freaking civilian. Leave him alone. Okay. She left him and that's it. Let that hurt enough. Like, come on now. So if Maria finds out about this, she's going to be freaking pissed off, I think. All right. That's just what the heck I think. All right. Now, oh, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, which hand do you use to operate with? Give me the other hand. Right. He's like, uh-oh, what just happened, y'all? Did y'all see that? Yeah, like he just did both of the hands and that was that. So ridiculous. But thank you again for the super chat. Like, let me just get both of these hands out the way so that you can no longer freaking operate on anybody anymore. Like, are you dumb? Miguel didn't have to do that to Dr. Kendall. Miguel did it because he puts hands on his sister. I know, but it was just not. It wasn't enough. Like, I get it. I just don't agree. Like, it was just stupid to me. Oliver Spartan. I mean, and I'm not saying that what he did was right. He grabs her because she was walking away. I mean, if I was walking away from a guy that I'm dating and he pulls my arm, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get somebody on you or you touched me or I'm gonna call the cops or whatever. Like, I mean, I just didn't think it was that serious, but some people do. Yeah. So Mexican men and Spanish men are very protective of their sisters. Scarface like vibes with Tony and his yeah, true. Definitely. Definitely. Hey Candy Love. I'm confused about why you would do this to me. Yeah, like he doesn't even know. And it made me feel so bad because he was really crying, like, what did I do? I was like, oh my gosh. It's kind of messed up. Okay, guys. So let's see where else we're at. Okay, so also we have Vic, right? Who is now waiting outside of Finn's McGee, right? The pub, Finn McGee's pub. Okay, and there's no sign of his sister. He looks at his phone and it's about 9:35, right? The hit was supposed to go down at 9. Remember, they showed up earlier. And he's out here putting two and two together because Claudia said that she was going to be outside of the pub and she did not show up. So why didn't she show up? Obviously because she thinks her brother is gone. She thinks he's dead. So there's no need to show up. There's no need for an alibi. All right. And then next we have D-Mac, who gets snatched up by Big Smurf and this other dude. And then Tommy gets a text that it's done. Okay. But JP, he wants to tell Kate. And Tommy was like, no, you cannot tell Kate because if you tell her, she's going to ruin things. You know what I'm saying? She's going to ruin everything, mess everything up. All right. So next we have Vic, who shows up to Claudia's penthouse. And he tells her that he was still with their father when the crew showed up early. So Doyle was like, the time got moved up. And Vic says, well, no one told me. So Claudia tries to play her little game and was like, you never told my brother the time got moved up? And Doyle says, I told you. And you were supposed to tell him. So Claudia just deletes him before he can talk anymore because she's a freaking jerk, right? But at this point, Claudia is just telling on herself and making things look worse. You know what I mean? So Vic says, thanks for looking out for me. And him and Claudia hug, but it's definitely on and popping now, okay? Claudia is the op to Vic. And that is the bottom line, honey. Mm-mm-mm. So let's see. Now we have Big Sid who wakes up. He's not dead. He wakes up to find Diamond still there. Okay. So this time, guys, they get to have a real conversation. And I was like, thank you. Like, couldn't we just do this before? All right. And we learned that Big Sid was harder on Diamond because he was tougher than Jannard, stronger. I knew you could handle it and stuff like that. All right. And he also tells Diamond that that's why he didn't like him, because Diamond didn't need him and would always be fine on his own. I mean, that's a really weird reason not to like your own son, right? But whatever, Sid also acknowledges that he knows they call his son Diamond because he's good under pressure. All right. But anyway, guys, he tells Diamond that he knows he's mad at him for leaving them, but the streets were calling him, and that was that. But eventually he tells Diamond to please look after Jannard. Please look after your brother. Okay. And I was like, wow. That was a way better conversation. You know what I'm saying? Way better conversation. Okay. So sorry guys for the silence. Okay, no excuse for his dad to talk to him like that. Sounds like jealousy. Yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Adam says, I'm surprised the writers didn't have Diamond delete him in the hospital. They missed an opportunity. And I'm glad, because come on now. Like, why does it always have to be this way? It's ridiculous. Why did it end this way? All right. JT said Claudia has on the same dress. She never took a shower. And she was, pumping on Doyle. Yeah. I can't. I was about to say something. I couldn't even get it out, man. Just disgusting behind. And she don't got no panties on. She walking around. Anyway, y'all. So Tommy comes up, right, to see Diamond at the hospice center, and he tells Diamond that he handled D-Mac. Tommy says, you said you needed him gone. Sorry, I'm yawning, guys. You said you needed him gone, so now he's gone. And, and so Diamond says, well, that's on you because you started this when you deleted Chewy. And I was just like, what? What the heck does that have to do with anything? What does him taking out Chewy have to do with D-Mac taking out the dude you should have freaking took out? They're not connected as far as, unless y'all got something that y'all need to tell us, because they're not connected. So what the heck are you talking about? Oh, that's on you. You started this mess when you deleted Chewy. Boy, bye. Shut the heck up. But anyway, y'all, this is the part that I wanted to talk about. This whole thing with D-Mac being taken care of, taking out, I do believe that this is going to be the start of some type of friction in their relationship. And I'm not looking forward to that, because I don't want there to be friction in this relationship. But if you look at it, Tommy pretty much lied to Diamond, and he doesn't normally lie to Diamond. And we've seen Diamond lie to Tommy, right? And then eventually he did say, okay, he fessed up about certain things and my bad on that, whatever, came clean. But for the most part, Tommy tells him everything. Like, he lays it all out on the table. Like, I handled this one, I did this, I did that, I had to, you know what I mean? So I don't know, guys. Definitely, I'm definitely seeing something with this situation because of the fact that he didn't really get rid of his nephew. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone, but he's saying he's gone as if he's dead. You know what I mean? And so I'm looking at it like this. Why is Tommy lying? You know? Are you lying so that when the time comes for other work to get done, and I think I said this earlier, like we saw at the end of this that his brother has been welcomed back into treason, not knowing that you're welcoming back a junkie, right? And so here it is that he might be messing up all the money, messing up a whole lot of things with CBI and stuff like that. And he becomes this huge problem. Talk about Jannard now. And Tommy will probably say, listen, you got to handle your brother or else I will. Just like Diamond said to him about his nephew, you know, Tommy could hit him back with the same thing. Like, look, I know that that's your brother, but something got to give with him. He got to go. You know what I'm saying? And then, he can kind of use that as leverage, but he lied though. So that's why I feel like this is going to cause some issues. He can say, I handled my nephew, you got to handle your brother, right? But then what happens when D-Mac comes out of hiding, and he finds out, like, what if Diamond does delete Jannard? And then next thing you know, D-Mac shows up. And it's just going to be like, oh my freaking gosh. And I don't want nothing like that to happen. I really, really don't. And because I'm done with that. Like I'm so over all of that. The whole like the family member deletings. Like I'm done and I'm tired of it. So I don't want to see that again. But I was just wondering why Tommy lied. You know what I'm saying? And then also, right after that, he was like, I've been thinking, why don't you set up the meeting? Let's do that thing with King. What's his name? I was gonna say King Cole, child. Oh my gosh, King Kilo. Let's do that thing with King Kilo, this and that. So we gonna see, guys. We gonna see. Let me see what you guys are talking about. The D-Mac storyline is crazy. I hope they don't mess it up. Yeah, because there's something to it, though. There's something to it. Because there is no freaking reason why they sent that little boy away like that. You know what I mean? He's coming back. And when he comes back, it's going to present a problem. And that's the part that I'm getting a little scared about. Thank you, Relax and Chill. Walter was such an eyesore anyway. No, I actually didn't think so. I liked his little swag. Let's see. I thought Tommy was going to send D-Mac and Reek and Tasha. I was thinking the same thing, and I said that to my son, and he started laughing at me like, they ain't gonna do that. Tommy took a page out of Ghost book like Ghost did with Holly. Okay. I think Diamond will understand. I think Tommy just wants everyone to think he's dead so no one looks for him. He even made it seem that way to Kate. Yeah. I mean, I feel like he had to tell Kate that, because like you said, she's going to mess things up. But why didn't you tell Diamond though? That's just my main thing. Like, why lie to Diamond? Like, that's the part that's making me more, making me a little nervous and skeptical and things of that nature. D-Mac gonna call the girl and mess things up. Probably. I'm tired of the daddy issue storyline. Yeah. Jannard has lots of enemies. I think they're giving D-Mac that Yaz treatment because he can't. Oh, so they sending him off for a minute. I'm gonna not even say what it is. Once again, shout out to all the night owls. Yes, please hit the like button. Shout out to the night owls. Thank you so much. All right, guys, let's get out of here with this. Let's see where else we're at. All right, guys. So we have JP who tells Tommy, I'm sorry, JP and Tommy tell Kate that D-Mac is gone and he's never coming back. Okay, because she is worried. Like, oh, where is he at? Where's my grandson? Like, he's not home. You know, I've been trying to get a hold of him. All this, and Tommy was like, you need to get used to that because he ain't coming back. You know, he disobeyed a direct order, deliberately disobeyed me, this and that. And she's like, what? Tommy, look at me. Do you know something? Like, she knows her son, so she knows that if he's saying somebody ain't coming back, you're not coming back, right? She knows. Remember in that scene when she tried to tell Tariq, like, I'm trying to tell you about my son now. You know what I mean? Like, don't get, you're just a kid, hun. Maybe that's the reason why she said what she said. Like, she'd already been through this. I don't really know the timeline, guys. But anyway, so yeah, they're telling her that, and she's kind of freaking out, and she's like, you're a monster. And then she tries to like beat on him and all of this, and then you got JP coming out, and he's like, all right, calm down, Kate, it had to be done, she said, you know about this and you didn't do anything and all of this. And he's like, it had to be done, nobody wanted to do this, but it had to be done. And she said, I raised animals. And JP said, you did not raise us, Kate. Animals or not, we raised ourselves. And I was like, wow. Don't call it a comeback. Like, I actually liked that answer. Like, calm down. You didn't raise no freaking body. And maybe that's the reason why we animals now. Because you ain't raised nobody, girl. So, you know, guys, this sends her to relapse. And I knew it, which is one of the reasons why I kind of feel like maybe they should have told her, because she is on this new, she was on, you know, trying to change her life and everything, this new path and stuff. So I wasn't really for the whole, let's keep it from Kate. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, but of course, you know, he had to tell JP of all people, because that's his son. So JP and Tommy are the only ones who know about it, because Tommy know that JP ain't gonna say nothing, because at the end of the day, he wants his son to be safe. So of course we got to work together. That's what we gonna have to do. But Kate couldn't be trusted, and I totally understand it. Tommy is used to dealing with who he's dealing with, no matter what type of new leaf she done turned over. We can't chance it to tell her, because it might be a problem. But I don't know. Some of these things could be so tricky, right? But I'm disappointed, because I didn't want her to relapse, and I just knew that this was the thing that was going to send her over the edge. She was doing so good, you know? But what you going to do? All right. So AG says, I wish they told Kate too. She nearly lost her mind. Now she's back. Yeah. I thought Kate was done with the what? Yola? Why didn't she throw it away? Right. I didn't understand why she still had that. That's good. Why you still had that? Wait till they find out he's alive. He gonna call his grandma, and she probably gonna freak out too. Like, oh my gosh, he's a ghost. Like, she's probably gonna think, you know, like she's super high, and like, oh my gosh. I believe that Kate would do something to mess it up, but they didn't have to go quite that far with her thinking he died. Yeah. Kate talks too much. Somebody had a question. Do they have a new director or writer this season? It seems that they won't go to in a what? It seems like they won't to go. I'm in a whole different direction. They want to go. I'm sorry. In a whole different direction from last season, and getting rid of everything they don't want to use. That's a good point. But yes, I think I heard they do. They definitely do. All right. Okay, so let's see where we are now, because we've been up in here for a minute, but I knew that was going to happen, because like I said, I felt like I almost had to talk about every freaking scene. Okay. So, guys, now we have Jenard who gets to the hospice center and he finds that his dad is gone. He died or whatever. First of all, nobody told you to turn around and then try to show up later on. You know, you're going to go get high. And now you want to show up and your dad's gone. And you know, he's definitely taking it bad. Like, what are we going to do? Ain't nothing going to be all right. Pops is gone. And so we got he asks Diamond what the father said, and Diamond lies and tells him that, you know, your Pop said he was sorry for everything. He wished he would have been able to be there for you. You were his favorites and all of this stuff. And so, you know, I understand why he did it. It's almost like he, in a way, he immediately honored his father's wish. And the man did not deserve to be honored, but he did anyway. And I appreciate that, because sometimes we need folks that's still going to respect their freaking parents anyway, right? Because on this show, they don't believe in that. Them folks dealing with some trauma, they got to go to therapy, baby, to deal with the stuff that they've been dealing with all their lives. They try to live vicariously through these daggone characters, and it's just getting old at this point. So, you know, the brothers, this obviously the death of their father gives them perspective. And, you know, now Jenard's like, you know, I'm sorry. What are we doing? And all this, you know, I shouldn't have did what I did, but you know, you did what you did. And Jay was like, I'm sorry, not Jay. Diamond was like, I know, bro. Like, just, I know, you know? And he said, it would be great to have you back at CBI. And Jenard was like, for real? And I'm like, you gonna talk to Tommy about that? What you gonna say? What you gonna say to Tommy? You know, I mean, I don't really know Tommy. I don't feel like Tommy would care that much, but if he sees that Jenard is using, he's definitely gonna have a problem with it, for sure. Oh boy, guys. All right, y'all. So while Kate is relapsing, poor lady, while she is relapsing, Smurf and them drop D-Mac off to some country club looking place, okay, with horses and cows and all that. And D-Mac is like, I don't mess with cows, you know. Comes to find out it's a youth academy, okay? So hopefully this is definitely a place for him to get his smarts on, like exercise that wonderful genius brain of yours. I mean, come on. So Tommy calls and tells D-Mac that he's doing this for his own good, you know, to protect him and everything. And it seemed like Tommy wanted to tell D-Mac that he loved him, but he stopped himself. And I was like, boo. I wanted to see that. I wanted to hear that. You know, I understand that this is not Tommy's way. He doesn't, you know, express that or whatever. Like, even when JP tries to hug him, he's like, oh, okay, you know. But I'd like to see that wall come down a little bit. You know, you could still be hurt and everything, could still be hard and all of that, but come on now. But anyway, guys, so Tommy tells D-Mac not to think about coming home because he has eyes on him day and freaking night, okay? And that is freaking that. I mean, I kind of found this last scene to be funny, because D-Mac was not happy. He's like, I don't mess with cows. Like, this is not my life. Uncle Tommy, you tweaking. I didn't do nothing. Like, what are you talking about? You didn't do nothing. You know you did something. You know. A real twist is to have Diamond switch up and rat Tommy out over Jenard. That would be a real twist. Auntie Lou, yeah, she at the same place. Somebody was saying something I wanted to see really quick. Love will get you killed in power. Yeah. I definitely see that. What's up, Steven Harris? Gary Lennon is the show running. He's a showrunner. He's doing a good job. Okay. Diamond was a real one. He's my man, my man. But I still need subtitles when he speaks. Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was noble, and I thought that it was yeah, I appreciated him doing that. Okay. Yeah, JT out here lying, talking about he ain't do nothing. What you talking about? Stop the lies, boy. All right, y'all. So next we have Vic, who wants to turn into Vic the Snitch. He goes to Stacy Marks to make a deal. Okay. Anything to make Claudia pay, he says. You know, I barely escaped with my life, this and that and the third, and all of this. But, you know, he wants to give up his sister in exchange for immunity. And, you know, he wants to get out the game like he promised. He promised Gloria that he would get out the game. And guys, look, Stacey does not care about no daggone sister. Like, okay, you gonna give me this sister? Okay, honey. Like, I do not care about her. Well, take your sister, yeah. But what you gonna do for real, like if you really want this deal to work, is you're gonna infiltrate CBI and you're gonna get me Tommy Egan. And so if that's what it takes to get his sister, then that's what I guess this dude is willing to do. Okay, so we know that he's about to infiltrate CBI, and I'm just like, I agree with you, Mike. Whoever's the new person that's involved with this show, they're getting rid of the people that they don't want anymore. Whoever started this show and started writing it, they had a plan for certain characters, and the person who's taken over probably don't know what to do with the characters, and they're just like, okay, so we about to move some things around and we're gonna get rid of this, that, and the third. And it, you know, and it's happening quickly. All I know is some of the stuff, I don't know. Some of the stuff I'm looking at it and I'm just like not really feeling it. So whatever. All right. So Stacy wants Egan. You give me Egan or you ain't got no daggone deal. And that's just that. And that's how the episode ends, guys. And I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Okay. Now, just want to see a few more things what you guys saying. Vic deleted his father, played out happenstance, became a snitch at the end. Yep. Vic is gonna let Tommy delete his sis and let Tommy go at the end of the day. I hope so. I don't think whatever goes on, I don't think it's gonna work out for Stacy Marks. I feel like, yeah, he's gonna infiltrate CBI, but not in the way that she wants him to. He might tell Tommy what he's doing there, and the way he could smooth things over and make it all right is, look, I'll give you my sister. I give, you know, whatever. I will name the place and everything, set it up just like how they just try to, you know, set up the father. Gonna do the same thing, set up the sister, you know. So Stacy and that awful wig is coming for Tommy's neck. Don't think he'll be taken down though. No, I don't think so. But yeah, that wig gotta go. Oh my gosh, I can't deal with it. So since we never see the cops do actual police work, I guess they won't do a ballistics test on Vic's gun who took out Walter Flynn. Right. They have to get ready for Tariq and Braden to cross over to Chicago. You know what I feel like they need to get ready for? The answer. Dublin. See, here's the thing, right? If this is really the writer's goal and they're, you know, trying to move some pieces off the board, you got rid of Paulie, you got rid of Walter Flynn. Okay, fine. But you can't forget, and this is the reason why sometimes you got to be careful with what you do when you write, because then you got to fill in and you got to complete the whole storyline, because sometimes when one thing happens, it sets off this domino effect, right? And so here's the thing. Dublin was pissed off about the four ponies. The My Little Ponies, right? Y'all know it's late, so I'm gonna be silly. So yeah, they was upset about the four horsemen. But it's war, like that happens. So why are you so mad? You just thought they was all gonna come back, huh? But they're mad about that, so they wanted somebody to answer for that. So my point is, now you get the apocalypse coming over. Big Red, who got chewed up. All right. He gets deleted. Now he's gone. And yes, AG Doyle is gone. And he's a direct send from Dublin. Like he's kind of like the liaison right now. Right? So y'all got rid of them. What about Dublin? Who else is coming? Because as far as I'm concerned, if Dublin is supposed to be, whatever, this is the Irish mob, guys. So they're not the same thing with the Serbs, how they did something to, I forgot what that dude's name was, or the chick, and then then came Mirkovic, or then came the next person. Like the next person is gonna come, the higher person is gonna come over and see what the heck is going on, and folks got to answer to the things that's happening. That's how it goes. So if they're not ready to complete this story, don't freaking mess with it. And if anything, look, Doyle did say that if something happens to Walter, because they were already probably planning on getting rid of Walter anyway, they were gonna crown Vic. All right, they were. But now Doyle is gone. And so folks got to answer to that. That's a new problem that folks got to answer to. And Big Red. Okay. And then the fact that what's his name is nowhere to be found. Like, where is Vic going to be when they come knocking? So that's my whole thing. Like, you got to be careful when you start switching things up. I mean, are they going to come with somebody? Like, is there going to be somebody new coming in from Ireland? Or are you just trying to get rid of the whole Ireland type of storyline, the whole Irish mob storyline, and you're just gonna have these new people like the Serbs? You're gonna keep the Serb storyline, and you're gonna have Miguel storyline. They probably like that, and they're gonna be working with the cartel, which is something that I'm not going to say I don't want that. Miguel is cool and everything, but the reason why I also liked the idea of Force was because they had a different situation going on, which was the mob, right? They had something different compared to the other power books. So now if you erase the mob, now we just gonna be back on regular, same old stuff with regular power. Okay, whatever. That's what y'all want to do. That's what y'all want to do. But anyway, we also see that these writers, they write fast. They make everything go fast. So keep your theories, honey. Keep your theories. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep your theories, because baby, it ain't that deep. That's my opinion. It ain't that deep. They just write fast. So, and I wouldn't even be surprised if the whole stuff was happening off screen. Okay, like the getting rid of Bennigan. Like if it happened off screen, most likely it ain't coming back. Cause that's how you tell the story, though, really, right? Like you have to show it happening on screen most of the time so that we can see and we know, you know what I mean? But hey, look, maybe that's just how they want to write it. I don't freaking know. Whatever. What I was gonna say is the whole the Bennigan thing. Not Flynn, what's his name? Diamond even was like, nobody's coming to look for him. He was a crooked cop. Ain't nobody coming to look for that guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to believe. I'm gonna believe that until I see something different, and they got rid of his body off screen. All right, I think we're done with that story. We gonna wrap that up. We finished it, put a little bow on it, because they definitely put a bow on that baby. And hey, we're no more Bennigan. Move on to the next freaking cop or annoying person. Okay. If Dub is top dog, that's who the cop's gonna get instead of Tommy. Vic will probably give them up instead of Tommy. He's a bigger fish than Tommy. Cops will take it. But can they touch them though? Because they're not citizens of the US. So I don't think they could touch them. They would probably have to get some type of communicate with the folks over in Ireland, because they can't really mess with them, I don't think. That leprechaun from the movie would have been better than the Four Horsemen and Big Red. Yeah, that leprechaun, I'd be like, what's up, my nigga? And then when they had it on, because I'm from New York, so it was UPN 9 at the time. When they had it on freaking UPN 9, he was like, what's up, ninjas? What's up, my ninja? I cannot. I think influence book 5 may have affected Force. Diamond broke up with his first girl in a quick text at the beginning. Yeah. Like, it was just a quick text at the beginning. Just broke up with her. It's like, what was wrong with her? You know? What happened? Bennigan went bye-bye, and I'm glad about it. He was annoying. Factual. Whoa. Maybe they should send Leprechaun. I need me gold. Yeah, send a Yo, who said that? Who said that? You are so right. Send him. He would definitely get the job done. What's up, my ninja? That freaking dude. Yo, that freaking leprechaun is a freaking no. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love y'all. Thank you for making me laugh. Yes, it was Leprechaun in the Hood. Wait, yeah. Horrible. Leprechaun in the freaking Hood, yo. I cannot right now, y'all. I cannot, but I can. So I'm supposed to be getting the heck up out of here, but y'all are just too daggone much. Adrian Brooker was Diamond by text. He didn't care one bit. Look how how many girls he smacked. I know he did not care. He looked at that thing like, all right. And I liked Adrian. She was cute. She seemed like, I feel like that would have been a good little storyline, but whatever. She would have been a complication, I guess, but it's all right. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it a complication. It's no big deal. We always have complications, right? So instead, it's okay for all right. So we don't want Diamond to have a complication, but we bring in Maria, who's gonna be a complication for Tommy. Right? Like, that's a conflict, right? So it's okay to make Tommy have a freaking conflict, but we can't have what's his name, Diamond, with Adrian, a clean cut type of chick who would probably be against him being in the game. Like, I wouldn't mind that type of problem, But look, I'm not mad. I don't care. I'm not mad. Fine, she's gone. Let him go and smash, whoever he smashing. He doing whatever he doing with the CO chick, and then he probably gonna mess around and start being with Gianna, and the freaking Leon kid's gonna be pissed off at him, and they better come correct with all of this that they got going on, because it's episode 5 and they got a lot going on. So come correct. Because here's what I don't like, though. Can I let y'all know? I don't like them bringing in somebody like Brendan Doyle, trying to make it seem like he was going to be this big problem for Walter Flynn. And now He's gone, and so is Walter Flynn. Why? It just seems like everything that has anything to do with Ireland is just not. We literally cannot take it seriously. Yo, somebody from Ireland, y'all need to speak up about this. They trying to play y'all. The writers on this show, Force, they are trying to play y'all. Straight up and down. All right? They listen. In Top Boy, they made it seem like them fools was about to be about it too. And they got like nothing in Top Boy. One little plan. We hear, oh, they this, oh, you can't play with them, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Billy Boy told, what's his name? Billy Boy. He told Sully, don't play with these people. They're really something, real force to be reckoned with. And them dudes got reckoned with. Or should I say wrecked? Ireland, you better stand up. Stand up. Because they are playing you, bros. They're playing you. They don't believe you. You need more people. They don't believe you. Somebody making fun of Ireland. No disrespect to anybody that come on here, you from Ireland. Like, seriously. No disrespect. Because I'm just trying to say, they be building up the storylines, trying to make it seem like, oh, it's going to be good. Oh, this person about to be a problem for this one, that one. No, you're not about to be a problem for nobody. You're lobster and shrimp, and I'm about to dip you in this butter and eat you up. You're not doing nothing. I'm so freaking tired of this nonsense, y'all. And I don't even like talking about shows and messing with writers and nothing. But I'm reviewing these things, and I don't want my time wasted. Let me just be honest. I don't want my time wasted. Okay? JT said they sending the Jolly Green Giant next. They are. They sending the Jolly Green Giant. And what is he going to call himself? Like, somebody need to come. You know what they need to do? I mean, because first of all, Big Red done messed up by calling himself the Apocalypse. Like, just come on over and don't talk. Just be about it. Don't say nothing. Don't say, oh, they from Dublin. They got sent by Dublin. It's laughter. Oh, Jesus. You can't trust those written. They don't know how building up character. Long kill them off fast. Yeah. Y'all writing fast on here, baby, because some of the things I can't understand. I'm trying, but I get what you're saying, though. You know? Yo, they are playing just like they did Chef in Power Book 2. Thought he was going to be a ninja. Chef. Yeah! For real. Maybe wasting characters. I'm going to have to take notes. You know, that's the best thing to do, though. When you're a writer, just take notes. Watch other people's mistakes. You're like, well, I'm not going to do that. Like, why am I bringing this person in here to make it seem like there's something and they're really nothing? Don't do that. It's so freaking stupid. Announcing who they are, getting deleted and sent back to those Irish skies. Yeah, like, So, Bankroll, is it Asi or Asai? Asi says it's about to be war next episode. You know, they're just doing the most at this point. They're doing the most. Like, what are we going to war for? You know? We're going to war, episode 6. We got rid of some like big characters in episode 5. And then episode 6, they're about to go to war. And do what? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Oh my gosh, let me get off. Y'all hanging out. It's almost 2:00. I did like Chef. I did. Okay. Now, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Sunday we should be back to talk more about these shenanigans, with my people. Talk about our least favorite moments and our favorite moments and scratching my head and all of that good stuff. So, that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, I'm excited to talk on the panel and see what's going on. And I might have to hit up my boy Lamont so that I could talk about it. Go on his channel tomorrow and talk about it. I forgot to hit him up, so I need to do that because I definitely want to go on a panel and talk about it because I'm just like I don't even know what to say anymore sometimes. Just don't. I don't know what to say. Freaking jeez. Make sure they put a lucky 4-leaf clover in their bag when they make the next shit. I mean, whoever's coming is gonna be a joke. It's gonna be a freaking joke. So let me laugh. Cause I can't. I'm not gonna take a daggone person seriously. The next freaking person who comes out of Ireland, I'm just gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. Because you're not doing nothing. You're coming here, you're not doing nothing. They're gonna clap you up and wrap you up. That's all that's gonna happen. You come over here to get clapped up and wrapped up. Like, why you keep coming over here? You see, there's a pattern. There's a freaking pattern. Don't send your people over here. It's a bigger country. I know you just, thinking it's just Chicago. It's one place. Chicago is probably freaking bigger than Ireland. I might be wrong, but I don't care right now. Because the point is, whatever you think you're doing is not working. Stay over there. Listen, I feel like the show needs to just put it in there that they don't have enough and they they don't want no smoke with America. Just say you don't want no smoke with the US and then that's it. Because you're gonna keep getting clapped up and wrapped up, sending you back home. I can't even do it no more. These freaking people are pissing me off. I think too much happened this episode to me. Yeah, me too. I feel like that. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, this episode was so good," but I was overwhelmed. It was too much. It was just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm not gonna lie. A slow burn could piss me off a little bit because I'd be like, oh my gosh, come on, what's gonna go on? But it's just something about it that makes you more like, okay, I can't wait to the next episode. I can't this or that. Now it's just like, what? Where are we going with this? Like, where are we going? I don't trust it is my thing. Where we going? So too many freaking eliminations. Absolutely. Like, it's just ridiculous. No more Ireland, please, power. Right. Like, we're done with Ireland. We're done with you guys. We're done. We're done. We each out for breakfast, dinner, lunch, or breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, or just go. Just don't come back. Don't freaking come back. Season 1 was so bad. That's why they got rid of these characters right now. Season 1 is like non-existent. Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't even go as far as to say that like season 1 was so bad. I just feel like I don't feel like season 1 was so bad. I feel like they had, they missed some marks. You know what I'm saying? They definitely missed an opportunity to keep Liliana on, and they missed the opportunity to show that Walter Flynn was a big bad wolf. They didn't show that until the end, so yeah. Nothing out of Ireland is anything. My mom blamed 50 Cent on everything about his writing on his show every time we sit down and look at Power every and 50 I don't even think has anything to do with it, No, like he's I guess executive producer, this and that, but there's like different writers, and I feel like the one that he's mostly connected to is Raising Kanan, of course, But other than that, no. And look, this is the reason why Raising Kanan is the best out of all of them. The writers over there are not playing games, okay? They're not playing freaking games. And if they start coming out, listen, if they start doing things where it's looking like it's moving too fast, I'm going to get nervous. I'm not going to lie. I might get a little bit nervous because I don't want that to happen. But I trust in the writers over at Raising Kanan. Okay? They've been doing the daggone thing. All right? And you could make theories off that show because the writing is A1. All right, they did nothing with Walter being sick. Right. Thank you for bringing that up. They made a point to show that over and over, but just in the right. And that's the thing. I was thinking that too. Like, y'all might as well just killed him with the cancer. Like, why the freak did you go through all of this? So dumb. There's only one way to take out a leprechaun, and I'm not gonna tell you. I'll never tell you. Is that from the movie? I know he's directing, producing, and never heard him write. Yeah, I don't think that he has anything to do with that. But I do think, but I know that he what is it? What do they call that? Because I know that he has some type of input with certain things, especially on Raising Kanan. So like who are those characters? Like all the characters, like the uncles and stuff like that. Like yeah, he has some input with that, but he doesn't have to write. He just kind of like explain the type of characters that they are and stuff like that, and then they go from there. And you can do that too, and it's not hard at all. Like my brother, he came to me and told me just this movie idea and told me this, that, and the third, and this should happen by the end. And then I just basically had to write this whole story. You know what I mean? So it can happen. You just come with the basics. What you want, boom. Yeah. I don't want that to happen. Rock gonna smash Unique. No, please don't. That is too weird for me. But I would like their little team up. But we are rocking. It's 2 a.m., guys. I'm going to talk for, 2 more minutes because we're going to get to the 2-hour mark because we normally don't hang out this late. My schedule has been, pretty changed. It's been changed because I've been super busy. Had to take on like a second job for a little while. So I'm not able to hang out with y'all like I want to. So I'm going to try to stay until it says 2 hours on the time. I'm sorry, Miss K. I'm still on the Leprechaun movie. It's funny, just like Forces with Ireland. Yeah. I don't remember. I only remember the What's Up Ninjas. That's the only thing I remember about Leprechaun in the Hood. But that movie is funny. Like there's just certain things that's comedy. It's supposed to be like meant to be scary, but it's comedy. Just like Freddy Krueger. After a while, it was straight comedy. I'm just like, this is not scary, yo. I'm not trying to watch no Freddy Krueger movie. It's too stupid. Comedy. Kane and BMF book. Let me see. They should keep Liliana and Gloria's apartment. Them with the character put a yeah, they wasted the storyline. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think is gonna happen with Kate? Clearly she's probably gonna go back to New York, but I think in that scene, didn't she have boxes when she was talking to Tariq? She had boxes. Maybe you think, what do you think? Maybe it's because she moved back to the house, like she left them. Because she probably was like, I'm getting the heck up out of here. I don't even want to be around these crazy animals of mine, these little animals. Oh no, y'all. So, Leprechaun cool. He did 2 movies in the hood. Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers not coming to the hood. Yeah, so a lot of people think that they're gonna get rid of Kate as far as like deletion, but they better not play around. That would be a crime. That would be a crime. Okay. I'm not here for that at all. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to deal with it. But we'll see, guys. So normally at Friday nights we talk about The Chi, but The Chi is on a little hiatus, so we'll be meeting back here again next week at midnight to talk about whatever new shenanigans they're gonna bring to the table. I can't even guess. I can't. I don't know what the heck. I cannot guess. But to take out Walter Flynn and leave me with Vic and Claudia, I'm done with them. LSW, Jared, I'm sorry, let him use a needle on him and it was used. It's a wrap. Yeah, it was you. That was scary. Your queen. Hi. Yeah, she had boxes. Yeah, it was boxes. Yeah, right? I don't know. What's up, Matthew? What will you cover when Force goes on break? As far as new shows, I think there's no new shows, but I'm gonna be starting Breaking Bad in place of The Wire. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Tuesdays, we're gonna be filling in that slot with Breaking Bad. And then after Breaking Bad, I don't know. I mean, The Wire took long, y'all. What we doing The Wire for like 2 years, probably? Oh my gosh, that took too long. So hopefully, no, we ain't going. It's not gonna be that bad with Breaking Bad. I hope not. Oh my gosh, it's just so hard sometimes with the schedule, But yeah, Breaking Bad, and then after Breaking Bad, it's supposed to be Boardwalk Empire. A lot of y'all probably never watched Boardwalk Empire, so I would tell you to get down with it when I do. It's good, guys. Okay? Very good. Anywho. So, Breaking Bad getting resurrected. Yeah, what you mean? Is it like they coming out with something new, or you mean like people are just talking about it again? It's a great show. Great show. Yep. Great show. So I'm definitely gonna be doing that. You say might as well stay up. It's about time for Colorado versus USC at Can you cover the Wayne brothers? What is you talking about? Cancel the I shouldn't even said that. Let me get that off. You know what? Big Wolf status. I don't know if that's gonna come back. I do want it to come back. I like that show a lot. I actually love that show. Your Queen, yes, watch it. What I'm gonna be doing is kind of the same way that I did with The Wire, but I'm gonna try my best not to allow folks to bring in spoilers, because they do it because they want to talk. They want to talk further. You know what I mean? This is a rewatch for me. I've seen it, obviously, but for the people that didn't, I like to kind of create like a real time, a real time experience, like a recap, as if they're, if they're watching a new show. You know what I'm saying? Because it's new. It's not new, but it's new to you. Like you don't know what's gonna happen and things of that nature. So, for Breaking Bad, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna try to prepare some of the videos ahead of time to release it. And then on Tuesday, either release that one video as a recap, as a premiere recap, it's already recorded, and then go live for like the big episodes, like the episodes that is like, fire, something crazy happened or whatever. Do it like that. So this way we don't have to really, hopefully we can cut back on the freaking spoilers, because oh my gosh, I got a comment the other day. Somebody said, "Oh, I'm so glad that you did The Wire and you're doing the recaps in real time, because me and my mom are watching it together for the first time." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." It made me feel good, but it made me feel bad, because I know for a fact that there are some spoilers that we talked about. And I was like, "Oh my goodness, now I feel bad." So now when I go forward, I'm definitely not gonna say anything. All right, like when I do Breaking Bad, I'm not gonna try to like go ahead. No. Okay. Whew. Let me see. Wait, did y'all peep Genesis seeing D-Mac getting kidnapped? She might talk. I was thinking that too. Like, did she see? But the way she like looked over and just kept on dancing, it didn't look like she saw him. It looked like she just heard like the screeching of the tires, because that's what he was on his way over to. So I don't know. I never seen Sopranos or Boardwalk Empire. Wow. You have to watch both of them. Yes, yes. Hi, smile, smile now, cry later. Hi. Yes, you gotta watch both of them. Are you gonna cover the movie that came afterwards? What, Breaking Bad? I did already when it came out. I'll send you the link. I'll find it, but it's in my I did it already. When it first came out, I covered the movie. I did a recap. It's called El Camino or something like that. If that's what you're talking about, yes. The actor behind Nucky Thompson, I'm sorry, you said Nuck Thomas, didn't think it would work, but he was outstanding on Boardwalk Empire. Just used to seeing him as a weak character. Now that man could act. What is his name again? I forgot, but he could freaking act. I mean, did you see how he was on Con Air? He's not a weak character, Matthew. I'm sorry, I have to disagree. He's very good. Like he knows how to. He's been in Adam Sandler movies where he's playing like, and I guess maybe you could say weak character there, but he plays in comedies. He played like that crazy serial deleter type of dude on Con Air. That dude can act. He got some chops. So yeah. I can't agree there with the weak character type of thing, because he's shown himself in many different roles. You should do Queen of the South. I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't feel like I could take what's her name who's playing in that? What's her name? Eva. I don't feel like I could take her seriously in that role, but I might be wrong. Genesis only had 2 episodes, so probably not. But that's we also can't follow that either, because sometimes they be like, I looked up one thing before, they be wrong. I looked up one thing with that, and they said that the dude Raheem only had 4 episodes. He been in every freaking episode since day one, I think. So no, we can't really listen to that all the time. Where is JP dad? D-Mac never gonna meet his grandfather. Yeah, why didn't we ever see that? That's funny. Genesis gonna get caught in the crossfire. Probably. That's that's what they've been doing. Everybody, all these innocent bystanders, she's probably gonna get caught in the crossfires. It's gonna be one of those freaking, what you call that movie, Fresh, when the little girl was coming over at the in the playground. She saw him, and she was started walking over to talk to him, and that was the saddest thing. Oh my gosh, that was the saddest thing. Huh. He was in Fargo, classic movie. I was thinking about watching Fargo. I never saw the movie, but I watched the like the series, and I like the fact that the series where you don't have to watch every season because every season is different. And I watched the one with Chris Rock in it. Oh, that was good. That was real good. I think that might have been the only one that I saw. The one with Chris Rock in it. And I think I tried to go back and watch like another one, but I don't remember how that went. But yeah, Fargo. I thought about watching Fargo the movie. I just didn't get a chance to get around to it. He got the whole world in his hand. He got the whole world in his hands from from Con Air. That movie is so good that you can just like, it's one of those movies where you be like, I know I've seen it before, but I'm just in the mood. It's one of those days I'm just gonna chill and I'm gonna watch this movie. It's so freaking good. And what's that dude, John Malkovich? That guy. That guy. I said that on the Modaj channel. I said they may change it up. She gonna die anyhow. Con Air or The Rock? Oh Lord. I'm trying to see if there's a different comment anybody said, but other than that, I can't wait for Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, when we gonna get to October. I thought it was coming in December 1st. Okay? Can y'all hear the crickets? Because I just saw somebody. Are you talking about me? Why you got me cracking up? Are you talking about me? Because girl, this is at 2:08. This is freaking 8 minutes later, and I'm just now noticing your comment. And the crazy thing is, I'm just now hearing them. Yo, for real, they in the background, child. And let me tell you something. These suckers, I will not hear them all summer long. All right. And then when the the fall comes, they just, it's so loud. I'll be so mad, like, shut up, especially when especially during the times when I used to record videos more than I went live. Oh my gosh, I used to be so mad. so freaking mad. Anyone watch American Horror Story? Absolutely. I tried to do that too. I did I started to do the throwback recaps on Thursdays. I went live and I did season 3 because I felt like that's like one of my favorite seasons. And so I was doing Coven. I only got a few videos of those out. I was gonna try to just finish it for the sake of the playlist so that it could just be on there. But I think I only got up to like episodes 5 maybe or 6. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But I was looking at my playlists and stuff the other day or my videos, and I was like, I don't do it. Should I finish this or what? Because it wasn't really that popular. And sometimes when you're putting in all that work and stuff like that, and it's like if it's not being received too much, it's just like, maybe I shouldn't do it, because ain't nobody got time, honey, for that. Not at all. No. December. Spinoff D on the range. Adam Furman, stop. D Max spinoff be called D on the range. Oh my goodness. I hope there's no break. Stars don't have any other program scheduled. Listen, I'm okay when they go on break, because guess what I do? Unsubscribe, honey. Keep me a little how much is it? Almost $10. Shoot, keep me a little $10 a month in my pocket, baby. I'll be like, all right, we done with these star shows? Good. Keep my money. Yes. Keep my freaking money. What's up, T Bright Eyes? Paulie went out like a ride or die. Yeah. 24 was very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Wait. No. I never saw 24, guys. I saw 24 Legacy. That was good. I never saw 24. So the one with the dude that played Dr. Dre in the what's that show? I mean, what's that movie? Straight Outta Compton. Yeah. So yeah, 24 Legacy was dope. So I mean, I could imagine if 24 Legacy was good, then 24 was probably definitely good, because that came after 24. When they go on break, people be leaking the episode, and then we can spoil. And that's the problem, though. I don't like that. I'd be so mad about that. And then the problem too is people they act like they have to put the spoilers on the internet and share it. And what I mean is, it's okay if you share a link. I don't care, because you're giving somebody the opportunity to, or the choice to click on it or not. But when you put thumbnails of things that go on, and you know, captions or titles, and you tell them what the heck is gonna happen, it's like, come on now. You have to stay off the freaking internet because of folks like that. It's just too much for me, honey. Oh, loves. I'm getting tired, guys. It's 2:17. I'll be lying in a good way, though, not in a way that I'm trying to lie on purpose. I said I was going to stop when it said at the 2-hour mark, and it says 2:17:25, and I'm here with you guys still. Oh my goodness. You guys, I'm about to leave and go to bed. Thank you so much for being here. It was wonderful. Normally we do not go this late. You guys are just everything. It's 34 people in the building right now doing a late night situation. Okay? Late night. I wish I had more stuff to talk about, but I can't think of anything. I don't know. My mind, I must be like really tired. Like, it's just, I'm ready to go to bed. I don't know what else to say. And plus, when people click on it for the replay, I'm just like, I don't know if they're going to sit for this whole daggone thing. You know what I mean? Let me hear what T Bright Eyes is saying before I get out of here. Shame Vic waking up for full immunity now. Vic better help Tommy on the DL. Vic told Dre, head detective, chief PO something, but don't mess with our Tommy. Right. And that's what we're hoping happens. You guys have a lovely, wonderful night and a wonderful day. It is now Saturday. Be blessed. Take care. Thank you for riding out with me as usual. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm pretty sure everybody else in here has subscribed, but if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and take care and be blessed. Bye-bye.